Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing amazing. So today's video has been very highly requested for a while now and I've been really excited to film it, and I have just filmed it. I've literally just finished filming it. I'm starting the video of the finished look. So the get ready with me today is how I achieve this look with my hair and makeup. So if you guys are interested, be sure to watch this video. Obviously this is a Q&A as well, so I have been answering your questions that I've been getting asked on my Instagram. Yeah, I do apologize for the next scene. I'm gonna look very different, but yeah, let's just go straight on into the video. And boom, we have skipped to a fresh face me. So I do have some eye masks on right now. These are the Crystal Collagen Gold Hyaluronic, I actually could not say that word, eye masks, and they look like this. These were really inexpensive and I only actually just started using them yesterday, and guys, I am literally obsessed. So I've just put these on. I'm going to leave them on for sort of 15 minutes. So whilst these are on, I'm going to go through the first question. Okay, so these are two questions which I have combined into one. So who inspires you? I love your content. And another question was, why did you start influencing? So this goes way back, way back, when I used to be a horse rider. My friend actually at the time gave me this idea, like, you should start like filming you riding and like put it on YouTube, because this is when YouTube started to be like a thing. So I did, and like, you know what, for a little girl who was just learning how to edit herself, you know, I think I got like 600 subscribers over the years on my channel. That was when I also had my own horse. You know, it was just a bit of fun. But when I had my own horse, that's when I started to grow up a bit more, and that's when I like got Instagram properly and started like posting regularly. I mean, like, the photos were obviously shit, but yeah, I just kind of like got into it, and I always like started and then failed and like would quit, started, failed and quit. And then I would only say it was like maybe lockdown was what really gave me the push up the arse, and then like, what am I doing? So I kind of just all started from there. Like, I already knew how to edit. I loved videoing from my horse riding days, and then obviously because I was already on YouTube, I started to get into the other side of YouTube, watching like beauty videos, fashion videos. So it all kind of just started from there. And then obviously in lockdown, when I had nothing to do, I did like a lot more research on it, and that's when I really started like making money and started growing my Instagram, and I got TikTok and grew my TikTok. It is very true what they say, you don't need hundreds of thousands of followers to make a living, you know, off Instagram. You know, okay, I'm not making a full-time income off social media yet, but between the platforms that I do and the live stream broadcasting I do and OnlyFans, I'm making a very good side income from it. So that's kind of like how it all started. I was just so mesmerized with these girls making all this money like on YouTube and that. But yeah, I definitely say it was from YouTube, definitely. And considering I don't upload on YouTube that much, I really should. YouTube is the reason that I got into all of this. And then going on to the question about who inspires me, I would say it was Love Island 2019, the scene where Molly May broke down crying when she came back from Casa Amor when she saw Tommy, and I fell in love with Molly May ever since that point, and I followed her journey. I think she's absolutely amazing. People give her so much shit, but I just can relate to her so much. I think she's brilliant. Okay, it now has been 10 to 15 minutes, so I have taken the eye masks off. In that time, I have developed the hiccups. Not what I really need right now, but I do apologise, we're just going to try bypass it, because I'm really excited to say that the next part of this video is a collaboration with K Facial. So K Facial reached out to me and wanted to do a collaboration across my platforms with their new, oh my god, my makeups, with their new Sonic Facial Sculptor. So I was really excited. With the sculptor, they also sent down their marine algae serum. I'm not quite sure how I passed English, to be honest, but this is what it looks like. And guys, this smells absolutely insane. So I've not actually used this yet, so I'm a bit of a newbie to this, but yeah, I'm going to show you guys how it works. I have just woken up, my face is a bit puffy, and this is what this is designed, is to help tone your cheekbones, your jawline, etc. So when you open the box, it looks like this. It comes with this really cute like little pouch to put it in, and then this is the device here. It is so pretty, by the way. The quality is absolutely insane. So if you guys want to see that. It is battery powered. To put the battery in, you literally just unscrew it here and place the battery in, and then turn it on and off at the bottom. So I'm going to apply this oil to my face. Just apply a few drops. This does spread quite well. Oh, it smells really refreshing actually. It does come with instructions. Yeah, I feel like mainly going to focus on my cheekbones and my jawline here, and it'll be interesting to see how well it does, because I do tend to have a very puffy face in the morning. Okay, so I'm going to start with my jawline. So I'm going to turn it on, and literally all you're going to do is you're just going to go back and forth. This actually feels so good. It really helps also with the blood circulation in your face as well. They do recommend you do this for about 10 minutes. Oh my god guys, this actually feels so relaxing right now. So you can also then do it on your cheekbone. Push it up and down. Oh my god, this is, guys, I actually cannot stress enough how relaxing this is. This is also going to help any puffiness you have under your eyes as well, which I know a lot of people suffer with. I just suffer with puffiness, to be honest, all over my face. So I'm just going to keep repeating this. You can also do it on your neck as well, but I'm just going to concentrate on the face for now. It's also going to help like line out your contour. So when you do your contour on your makeup, this is just because it's going to help define your cheekbones and your natural contour. It will really help with the application of makeup afterwards. Okay, so I've been doing that for a couple of minutes now. I don't think it's very noticeable on camera, but I can definitely say that part of my jawline is definitely more tucked in. I'd also say that my cheekbones this side are a lot more lifted. I don't know if it's so easy to say on camera. I mean, I'm just generally giving you guys my honest review. I definitely feel like I've had like a mini facelift. I'm not even joking. That is actually so cool. Right, I'm going to do the other side and see what I think. I definitely feel like I've got more fat on this side of my face. But guys, I actually do really like that. I can literally feel my jaw tightening, and that is no word of a lie. But thank you so much, K Facial, for collaborating with me with this facial sculpture. I will leave the link in the description below, guys, if you want to go try it out for yourselves. Now that the face is fully prepped, we are now going to go on to makeup. So I'm going to tell you guys what products I'm using whilst also answering some questions. I'm not very good at multitasking, so we're just going to see how this goes. So before I go in with any foundation, I am just going to put on a primer. I'm using this MAC Prep and Prime one. I don't love it. I don't even think there's much left. I'm definitely going to switch once this finishes. But yeah, I've just put 2 pumps on. And I'm going to put this all over my face. I'm trying to do these questions in some sort of reasonable, like logical order. So obviously I told you guys how I got into influencing and who my idol was. Next question is, someone actually asked what I do for work, what I do for my full-time job. So I've had 2 full-time jobs since leaving school. First one was finance, and as much as like I don't regret doing it, I absolutely hated it. Made some great friends which I still meet up to today, to this day, and you know, also just got like a style for like professional email writing and just general like knowledge about working in general, to be honest. But I did 2 years of finance in the corporate industry, and then I just wanted a complete career change. I wanted something more chilled, more relaxed. I wanted to up my social media game, and yeah, I wanted just a relaxed job for that. So I was willing to take a pay cut in the long run. Although I left finance for more money, if I stayed in finance, I would be on a lot more than I am now, sort of thing. But I don't mind that. Like, although I'm very money driven, I'm also very driven about happiness and freedom. So that meant more to me than the initial wage. So I now work for a local business. I work for a local fuel company. It was very interesting when I went for the interview, because they were like, why is someone with grades like you applying for a job like this? And I was like, it doesn't matter. Like, I just want something chilled, relaxed, something different. And I originally joined this fuel company as like commercial based. So I was going out to big commercial companies, pitching them proposals, trying to get them on a contract with us. And as much as that was enjoyable, 50% of the time, 50% of the time, when a female shows up to these massive businesses to talk about fuel, if it's male orientated, you just do not get taken seriously whatsoever. Not only that, as I was growing my social media, there was a couple of times that these potential clients were recognizing me, because where I live is a small place, and there was a few times that people mentioned me, oh, I know you off Instagram, and I was just like, yeah, this is really like, I didn't want to obviously mix in my social media life with my job life. So it kind of got to the point, I think my work saw I wasn't really enjoying it anymore, so they changed me to domestic. So now I just do the domestic side. So I'm in the office all day, doing phone calls, doing admin, and it's very chilled, you know, like I know when I start and know when I finish. So yeah, I do a very basic job, like it's not difficult. You get difficult customers sometimes. I mean, I'm sure anyone who works in customer service knows that. But yeah, I do enjoy my job. I enjoy the people I work with. It's just a relaxed atmosphere, and the fact that they are, you know, relaxed about me doing my social media career, that means more than anything. So yeah, that's what I do for a full-time job. Okay, now that my primer has set, I'm going to go in with my foundation. This is the foundation that I use, this Bobbi Brown one. This is the Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation Full Cover Oil Free Shine Control. I'm using this in C056, which is Cool Natural, but I absolutely love this foundation. I switched to this foundation from MAC because my friend did, and yeah, I'm just obsessed with it. So I do about 3 pumps. Most of my makeup brushes are MAC. This is the MAC, I want to say 137S. It's just this one. So I'm just going to go in. I also just like to say that I'm no makeup expert, and I'm sorry if I'm doing anything wrong. I feel like this is going to be a very long video as well, so I do apologise. I do hope that you've got some tea and biscuits. Even though I'm saying that, I don't even drink tea myself. Like, honestly, I have no words for myself sometimes. So the reason I'm choosing to answer this next question is because it kind of goes on to the fact about how relaxed my job was, which I was just talking about. But someone did ask me, how did you, your family, friends and work feel after you were in the Daily Mail? This was an interesting time, and for those of you who don't know, I've been asked this like sort of question like so many times since I've been in the Daily Mail, and just kind of chosen not to answer it because it was still kind of fresh at the time. But I will say that basically I was a victim in an incident in a nightclub with my friends, and you know, it was a grave and criminal assault incident, not the grave criminal assault on me personally, but I was punched. I'm just gonna say it, I was punched, where I suffered a bit of a nosebleed from. My nose may have been broken, but they don't x-rays for broken noses anymore, but my nose has never healed the same. Like, it is wonky, and now I'm generally contemplating a nose job in the future, but that's a whole different story. But anyways, yeah, so I was a victim in a case with a few of my friends, and generally when something like that happens in Jersey, it's not going to make UK news because it's got nothing to do with the UK. Yeah, so my memory card just ran out of space, so I'm probably in a slightly different angle now. I do apologise. Before I go back onto my story, I am just going to start applying my concealer. So this is the concealer I use is the Bobbi Brown Instant Full Cover Concealer, and I use it in shade Ivory. There's like loads of different techniques you can use for concealer. I just kind of blob it on. I'm not even going to talk about what I'm doing. You guys can just watch me. So yeah, what I was talking about. So yeah, where I live is completely separate to the UK. Well, it's not completely separate. It's part of the common travel area, but usually Jersey news would not make the UK news. However, the person who caused these incidents to us, she's got a very famous surname, let's say. When the incident did happen, yes, I use a foundation brush to blend my concealer in before people ask. I know I'm weird, but that's what I do. So after the incident had happened, and like obviously we were talking about it and it was going through police and whatnot, and it was just before COVID happened, so things were so delayed. Like, it took a year to go through court, but we knew, like us victims knew, like this will make UK news. So we were kind of already prepared for it. But what we weren't prepared for, you know, we would never expect ourselves to be named. Like, why the hell would we be named? Like, we are victims. And anyways, when it went through court, local newspapers and press did not include the victims' names. So our names were not included. We were kind of like on the waiting game, like, when is it gonna make UK news? But basically, one of the big UK newspapers, it wasn't actually the Daily Mail, I don't think, got in contact. It just asked us to comment which we didn't because we don't want anything coming back on us, but they had all the information they needed from the royal court over here, and they basically says, oh yeah, you will be named. So we were just like, what the hell? My first instant reaction was like, okay, this is just absolutely ridiculous. But again, I just thought we would be named, like there wouldn't really be anything written about us. But how stupid were we? Like, this is the UK press we're talking about, and they're gonna make a story. And they were like, oh yeah, we can see like one of the girls does OnlyFans, it's like active on like Instagram, so we're gonna write a story about that. And like, they can't do that, but they can. So I was listed across UK newspapers as adult website model. I would just like to confirm that that is not my occupation. One of them did mention that Kayla Bulstrode works for a fuel company, a local fuel company, and tops her income on racy content on OnlyFans. And I was like, racy content? I was like, literally what I post on OnlyFans is literally lingerie and swimwear photos. It is a job, and people just make it sound so like awful. It's like, what are you doing? And at the time I was like top 4% on OnlyFans. And yeah, what I will say is I'm grateful that the UK newspapers didn't mention my middle name, because I think I would have got a lot more exposure, because on social media I'm known as Kayla Marie, not Kayla Bulstrode. So I mean, the true stalkers still found my Instagram and my OnlyFans. Like, I had a couple hundred followers that day, a few subs and stuff. But anyways, kind of, I'm just blending this in now, by the way, with my foundation brush again. But kind of going back to how I reacted. So at first I was, when I heard that they were going to mention about my OnlyFans, I was a bit like, oh God, I felt a bit sick to my stomach, and I was worrying a bit. So as soon as I found that out, I did mention it to my manager. My manager knew, like my whole work knows that I do OnlyFans. Anyways, so I told my manager, obviously it circulated around work that this was going to happen, and they were just like, manager was like, literally it's fine, like you can't control what's happened. So yeah, just kind of going back to how I was saying, my job is so relaxed. So that obviously was a big sigh of relief when, you know, they said that. And the day it came out in the newspaper, we were like buying the newspaper at work and like literally just reading the articles and laughing, because the UK press twist so much, like most of it's false information. They just exaggerate it to make it a story. And I swear to God, every UK newspaper says something different. Obviously my parents also knew that this was going to happen, and my mum actually got questioned a lot at work. Loads of people were going up to her like, why is your daughter in the Daily Mail, and what's this OnlyFans she's doing? And people just thought instantly something overly bad of it, and that just wasn't the case. And I had loads of messages on Instagram like, oh my God, like you're in the Daily Mail, because for some reason it was like one of the main headlines at one point, because obviously at this point the only thing in the freaking press was about COVID, so it's one thing that wasn't COVID, and everyone was just jumping on it. And there were a lot of interesting comments on the articles, but that was a long time ago. I just look back and laugh now, but at the time, because I didn't quite know what they were going to put, I felt quite sick to my stomach. They also said that they were going to use content from my OnlyFans, like my profile picture, which kind of scared me. But at the same time, I was like, they actually can't do that for legal reasons, so they never did. But yeah, it was all a bit like in the air at one point, and like I feel like the articles made me out to be like the main victim sometimes, and I was just like, I'm not even the main victim in this case, but because I've got most of the story, and it was over a year ago now, and you just have to look back and laugh. But yeah, that's how everyone reacted. My parents were so chill about it. My family was so, like my close family was so chill about it, because they knew the real story, and what the UK put out wasn't really the real story. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's gonna be the longest asked question. Okay, anyways, moving on to makeup. So obviously done my foundation, done my concealer. I then go in with a Bobbi Brown, don't know if that's focusing, Bobbi Brown contour stick. This is in shade Almond, so I use this for my contour. So I literally just do the two corners on the top of my head, obviously down the main contour lines. I do a few dots underneath my jawline and underneath my lip and down the sides of my nose. Again, makeup artists are going to come at me now that I do use what I use for my foundation to blend this all in. So yeah, I'm going to blend this all in, and then I will answer the next question. So once it's all blended in, I just take the brush I use for my contour just to define anything. So like usually like down the center of my nose again, and just underneath my contour, just to make it a bit more sharp. Is that the right word to use? Sharp. I don't usually fully blend at this point just because I do use a powder as well, which helps to blend all of it out. As I'm doing a day look today, I am going to put a little bit of blush on. I'm not a massive fan on blush, not gonna lie. So I use actually a liquid blush. I use the Posy tint by Benefit. I just really like this colour. I like it's liquid. I feel like because I put a lot of powder on my face already, I don't want then have to put a powder blush on. So I just put this on each of my cheeks, obviously smile a bit so I can see what I'm doing, and then just use these fingers and just blend it out a bit. Like I say, I don't really like blush, so that's why I just put a little bit on. Now I'm just gonna set my face makeup with this MAC medium gold and mineralized skin finish natural powder thing. This is a pressed powder rather than a loose powder. I actually really want to try a loose powder, but I've got so much of this. I only bought this when I went to the Maldives because I got to the airport at the Maldives and I was like, oh my god, Jack, I've not packed a powder. I cannot go to a hot country without a powder. So I just ran into the MAC before I went to my gate and just bought this. And I do like it. I'm not going to say that I don't like it. I'm just using this big puffy brush. This isn't any specific brand or anything. Eco Tools. But I just use this basically to pat in all my makeup now. And ta-da! That is my powder. Right, we're now going to go into eyebrows. Eyebrows have never been my strong point, not gonna lie. I have had my eyebrows laminated recently. They don't look it because it's almost time to get them done again, but I will brush them up and secure them in the position that they should be. So I'm using these new brow products, which the lady at the counter helped me. I've always loved Benefit for my brows, always. So I'm using two products here. I'm using the brow styler, which is like half pencil half powder, and the setting gel. This stuff is so good, by the way. Like 24-hour brow setter. This shit really does work. This is actually in quite a light color because I didn't have my color in the sale and I wanted to get it in the sale because I was just skin that month. I could go darker, but we're just gonna work with what we've got. So I am just gonna brush my eyebrows up first, like so. I just like brush in the direction of the brows, nothing special. I'm just gonna set them in like an upwards position. I do also, I don't know if this is like a lip liner or something. It's called Fascinating Alcohol Crayon. I think it's an eyeliner. This is from MAC. I actually use this to highlight underneath my brows and then I blend it in with an eyeshadow brush. People are probably going to be like creasing at me right now, but I really like it. I don't know what's happened to this chalk. It's gone all, I think I've caught it on the lid. I've probably put a bit too much on actually. People are actually going to be creasing at me right now. Like, what is she doing? I've done this really bad. I'm not usually this bad, like I promise. But like, then I do just use this MAC's 230 brush to blend this in. So whilst I'm blending this in, we're going to answer the next question. So I had a lot of questions in relation to this, so I'm going to read all the questions and kind of just answer as like a bulk answer. So tips for getting into a routine for social media posting, and any tips on how to stay motivated when side hustling around a full-time job. So I'm going to answer these two questions sort of together because we all know that I can ramble. So I did laugh when I saw these questions, I'm not going to lie, because I actually think I'm just horrendous at like keeping a routine together. Whilst on a full-time job, and was like, yeah, I'm gonna post these days, and like and I can just never keep it longer than like a week. But I will answer my tips for the weeks. I'm sorry if you can hear my parents playing with my dog in the background with her squeaky toy. That actually sounds weird. So at the moment, I have been trying to post one TikTok a day, which is not enough. I should be posting 3 to 5 TikToks a day. But to be honest, trying to film that many TikToks for a week is difficult. What I tend to do is I don't really have much for social life, to be honest. So what I tend to do is I choose like maybe like a Sunday, and that whole day I get up like reasonably early, do like a full face of hair and makeup and just film a bunch of TikToks. When I'm scrolling through TikTok in a week, what I tend to do is like I favorite the videos that I want to like recreate in my own style. So that's my tip for TikTok, is just doing like a full content day. In terms of like YouTube, as you can probably tell, I have no schedule, so I don't really know tips on that, but I would probably say if you want to be like uploading on YouTube weekly, on your content day that you're filming TikTok, film a YouTube video. Literally just have one day of the week of content. I also recommend scheduling, like if you're quite a busy person like me in the week, like I do loads of live broadcasts in the week, because that is another contracted job I do, is on like say on the Sunday evening, is schedule your posts. So there's this app called Planoly, which you can plan all your Instagram posts and reels and stories on. I don't think there's one for TikTok, not that I'm aware of. You just have to maybe just set like an alarm on your phone, right? This time I know I'm not going to be doing anything. Set an alarm to post a TikTok which is already fully edited in your drafts from your content day. So that's kind of what I'd recommend on that. I do find writing stuff down does help, but then it's kind of like remembering to write down. Why people keep messaging me? Remembering to write down what you want to do. But yeah, write down. Have like a little notepad that you just sit in your room, and as soon as you have like a buzz, you know, like a little ping moment of what you want to do, write it down straight away. If you're not at your notebook, write it down on your phone. Do whatever works for you. Trying to balance everything on top of a full-time job, I actually find is really, really difficult. I don't know how people like do it. Like I don't. I generally feel like I can't give tips on it because I really struggle with it myself. It is difficult, and this is why it really annoys me when people are like, oh, influencers aren't like, that's not a real job, like you just, all you do is take pictures. Like, oh my god, like people have no idea. Also recommend finding a friend who just understands what you want to do and will help you take pictures for the gram. My boyfriend is literally my dedicated Instagram photo person, so when we have our weekends together, which is only like once a month, I'm like, photo now, here, this outfit, that, da da da. I actually think I drive them mad. Before I keep rambling on, I'm just going to show you what eyeshadow I'm going to be using today. My mum got me this. I talked about this in what I got for Christmas video. It's just this MAC palette. I'm just going for a very neutral eye today, just because it is like a daytime outfit. So I'm going to be using these two colours. I don't even know what this palette's called. The Surprise Eyes Eyeshadow X6 Warm. Yeah, so I'm going to be using these two colours, just this colour all over my eyelid up to my eyebrow, and this in the crease, so you guys can watch what I do. I do use the same brush, the MAC 20S brush, like this. Like how I personally schedule my social media is like how I schedule my week, should I say. So Monday to Thursday, I do 1 to 2 hours of live broadcasting each evening. So I usually come home from work, catch up on any emails I've got, chill out, because if I don't just be a human, I get very stressed. When I don't just have moments for myself, I honestly lose it. Like, I am a devil. I need my own space. Like, I just need it. And if I don't get it, then... So usually, like, I come home from work, I'll take the dog for a walk, catch up on any admin, have dinner if I'm having dinner, and live broadcast, and flick through TikTok and Instagram, engaging with people and saving what sort of content I want to do. That's generally what I do on the week. Friday, I don't tend to do much. I usually watch a movie with my boyfriend and stuff. So yeah, Friday's like maybe like a date night. I'm just talking about an average week. I may have something on a Friday, so I can't do that. Like I said, either a Saturday or a Sunday is a content day if I'm not in the UK, or if I've not got loads planned like I have this weekend. The other day, I clean my room, and again, I just be human. I might go to town or something. So I do also have like a social day that maybe I'll get like an Instagram content and stuff. But even with like Instagram pictures, I definitely think it's like a bulk thing you have to do. But yeah, I hope that kind of answers your guys' questions. I feel like I'm just not the best person to ask, because I feel like I'm a failure at that sort of stuff, and I always get myself down. I'm really hard on myself, which is why I make sure I give myself a bit more of like relaxing in the week. I do apologise, this video's gonna be so long, and like I've not even started my hair yet, so I'm just gonna skip the next bit. Basically what I'm gonna use is a pencil eyeliner and a liquid eyeliner. This is number 7, both in black. I use a pencil in my waterline and underneath my eye, and then I'm gonna use a wing on my top lashes with this. So I'm going to stop recording just to do this, because this requires a lot of concentration, and then I will be back. Okay, we're back. I have done my eyeliner and a mascara. The mascara I have just used is the Bad Girl Bang by Benefit. This is a great mascara. So yeah, I've done quite a bit of mascara, and I winged eyeliner with the liquid number 7, and I've used the Lancome eye pencil just for a little bit of shade underneath my eye. So that is my eyes done. Now I do more makeup, but I do now do my hair, and then I finish off with the extra bits. So I'm gonna turn this Q&A into a bit of a tutorial now. I will be answering more questions at some point in the video, but you guys have been asking how I have been doing my big bouncy curls recently, which is a new style I've been doing with my hair. So I'm gonna basically show you guys how I do that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my parting, wherever your parting is, just do your parting all the way down the back and part your hair accordingly. Okay, so this is my hair. For this look, you're gonna need loads of these hair clips, and I mean, you can obviously use whatever color you guys want. However, I use the Molly May curl wand from Beauty Works, and I actually love this, guys. I've been using straighteners as well, and I just, yeah, I do love it, to be fair, and they're so inexpensive. So I do put it up to 200 degrees. So the reason I got these was just because I did get the Beauty Works hair extensions, and they do work well with the hair extensions, so that's why I've got them. So once you've parted your hair, a lot of people put heat protection, but I put a lot of heat protection cream in when I washed it. This is day 2 hair, so I put a lot of products in it yesterday, so I'm not going to put any prep products in. Maybe you should, maybe you shouldn't. Oh, who knows what you should and shouldn't do these days, like, honestly. So I always start from the back to the front. So how I make it easy, so I literally just get parts about yay big, and I just push the rest of my hair to the back. So what you're going to do with this is you're going to curl away from your face. Always probably going to be better at one side than the other as well. I don't go right up to like the root. I like my curl from sort of like midway down. And you're basically going to hold your curl there. Now, guys, I've only done this a few times. I'm not very good at the drop and catch of the curl bit, so do not laugh at me when I do it. But I do hold it for about 20 seconds. And then when you're ready, you're just basically going to drop the curl onto your hand. If required, roll the curl up. And then I take one of the hair grips and literally just pin it in place. So I know Molly does it very high up. Like, I could do that higher, to be fair. But I do like my curls a little bit more down. What I will mention when I get to the front, like the front 2 bits or 3 bits, I do just have to leave a bit of hair at the front because it won't stay at the back. You can like put your hand at the bottom, like it doesn't get hot at the bottom, so you can hold it and try catch the curl a bit easier. So once I do have everything done, I'm just going to leave it now for 10 minutes, and yeah, and then I'll show you guys what I do next. So yeah, I have had the clips in for a little while now. So what I'm going to do is literally, you just take the clips out. I'm just going to do one side at a time. So I use the Beauty Works brushes to brush out the curls because they've got more bristles on them. And basically all you're going to do very gently is brush out the curls. I always used to be like scared of this in case like it probably brushed them out, but by putting those clips in the curls, honestly, it really does just help, and the hair will just find like a natural way to like sit. So as you guys can see, brushing out the curls really does make a difference. I also do put products in, which I'm going to show you, so I'm just gonna let that down. So product wise, I put in, I don't like using hairspray. I'm not a hairspray girl whatsoever. I prefer dry texturing spray. I use the Monat dry texturing spray, literally just like a godsend. But I am going to put some of the Beauty Works argan oil in first. I do just find this oil is like, as long as you put the right amount in, it doesn't make the hair greasy. So just put a little bit of oil, and yeah, it just is really nice on the extensions as well. So I'm just gonna run my fingers gently through, and then shake the dry texturing spray and just put it in the curls. I just find that dry texturing spray personally works better on me than hairspray. But like even on like a lightweight hairspray really just weighs down my hair, and I just don't like it. But yeah, that is how I do the Beauty Work curls, which I just I just love. So now we're going to go back to makeup and we're going to answer the next question. I feel like it's been ages in this video since I've actually answered a question. Yes, the camera has probably moved again because I just had to quickly charge the battery quickly, as apparently it died. That's how long this video is. Before I answer the question and tell you what it is, basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going over my contour with the NYX contour palette. This is the HCPP011, and I'm going to be using these browns and these lights in the lighter areas. So that's basically what I'm going to be doing on the contour side. And the brush I'll be using is this contour one and this highlighter one. They're both MAC brushes. So the question is, and there was quite a few kind of similar, was basically like, how did you become so confident and how do you not care what other people think of you? So my vision of what people thought about me changed mostly when I came out of my last relationship, which was very toxic, and I got out of that relationship and I was just like, you know what, I'm not putting my life on hold anymore because of what people think of me. I don't know, just something just changed inside me. I can't actually tell you guys what it was. Also, I'm very aware that the lighting in this video has probably switched a million times, so I do apologize for that. Blame it on the bipolar UK weather. Anyways, as I was saying, when I got out of that relationship, my vision just changed, and I think it was all just mindset, and I honestly couldn't tell you how to change your mind on what, you know, like, just don't let other people's opinions stop you from doing something that you want to do. You know, like, life is too short. They do not pay your bills. They do not make you happy. You need to just literally get them out of your life. And if that means by blocking them or whatever you want to do, then do it. I block a few people, but I also find it hilarious when people don't follow you, come and watch your stories just to stalk you constantly. And I'm like, guys, one of my old managers does that, and I actually find it hilarious. Same with like other girls that I used to know. They all like stalk me, and I'm just like, if you want to know what I'm up to, just follow me, or for your own mental sake, don't even look at my stuff, because clearly I bother you. But they do, and I find it hilarious. So I actually find amusement off it. I'm probably not the best person to give you a tip on that, but what I will say is mindset. Mindset is everything, guys. When you have a good mindset and you start seeing life in a different way, then your whole vision will change. And if you guys want help with mindset, please just like pop me a message on Instagram or something. My really good friend is a mindset coach, and I can definitely help guide you in the right direction. By the way, I'm now going on to highlighter. This is the Bobbi Brown Golden Rose Glow. Absolutely love this highlighter. So yeah, mindset is key, that's for sure. But you do, even if it's like writing it down on a piece of paper, just write down. Even if you don't think right at this moment, write down, I don't care what other people think about me, and just keep writing it down. And the best way to actually get over it is just to push yourself out of your comfort zone. And I know it's easier said than done, like, I appreciate that. So for example, if doing a talking story is something that's really out of your comfort zone, just do it. I know it's, like I said, it's easier said than done, but you guys just got to do it. Even if it's just like a few seconds, just do it, and don't open the app again until like hours later, and loads of people probably have seen it, and you'll probably realise that actually it's not that bad. Before we do lipstick, I'm going to clean up my lips because you guys are probably cringing at the amount of like makeup on them right now. It just looks minging. So I'm going to use my Rejuvenate oil by Monet. This oil smells and it's just insane. To be honest, Monet products are just the best. And if you're interested in any hair care and skincare products from Monet, please hit me up. I do sell them. And I'm just using a cotton pad, and I'm literally just going over my lips and getting all the crust off and the disgusting stuff. But yeah, that's kind of like my tips on becoming confident. Is definitely all from mindset and putting yourself in uncomfortable positions and just getting used to it. That's personally how I do it. It's not necessarily going to be the same for you guys, but that's what works for me and what did work for me. I'm definitely a very confident person. That's the other thing. Find amusement off the things that would usually or used to make you feel uncomfortable. Find the amusement from it. That's literally what I do. I actually piss myself laughing at some of the people who watch my stories. It's hilarious. Like, don't let it get you down, because they are just jealous people. That's literally all it is. If anyone wants to buy me a second battery for this camera, let me know. Anyways, clean the lips. We're going to go on to lips quickly now. So I'm going to use the MAC Prep and Prime lip primer. Just to put that on my lips first. Do that. I'm going to do this quickly now because my camera keeps dying. So yeah, this is the shade Sculpture by MAC that I'm using for a lip liner. It's a very natural, I'm going for a very natural lip, so this is literally like the same colour as my lip. So I'm just going to let this dry quickly, but I do hope I answered that question for what you guys were looking for. I feel like I've answered that question very, very badly, but it is very difficult to explain. It's like your mind will just switch one day if you work on your mindset, and mindset is so important, guys. Anyways, I'm gonna line my lips. I'm using the Posy Tint by Benefit, which I use for my blush. This is also a lip tint. Very, very natural. And obviously you can like build it up to the look you want, but I just really, because I'm eating as well, and like, you know when your lips going all like choppy with the lipstick, like no. Yeah, guys, the lighting's changed again, honestly. This weather's bipolar. But I am just gonna wrap the video up here before my camera dies again. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It has taken a while to film. I feel like it's going to be very long, but I have really enjoyed filming it. If you got to this point in this video, you are a true supporter and I love you so much. Make sure you are subscribed. You check out K Facial as well. Like I said, all my links and the link for the facial sculpture will be in my bios. Please go check that out. Let me know what you guys want to see from me next. If you want more get ready with me, more Q&As, let me know. I do love filming them, even though they literally take a lifetime. Have an amazing day or evening whenever you watch this, and I will speak to you all very soon. Bye.